Okay, welcome back. This is part 3 in the series comparing the new Alto Busker to the tried and true Bose S1Pro. And again, I'm going to emphasize this is the original S1Pro that came out in 2018. There is a new model out called the S1Pro Plus, so I'm not comparing that. That's in a different price range. So the Bose S1Pro that we're looking at is $500, and I'm comparing it to a $350 speaker. The first video talked about features. If you haven't seen that, go back to it. And the second video, part 2, talked about max dB, and the Alto was and is slightly louder at max volume. And now here we are today to address probably the most important part of choosing a speaker, and that is sound. So let me talk about my procedure. I'm going to be A-Bing the speakers back and forth. I'm using a track that is not copyrighted. So a lot of people will comment, why can't you play some good music? Well, YouTube will kick it back and you can get in trouble with legally using copyrighted material. So sorry if you don't like the track. Anyway, I'm going to be playing the music at 85 dB. The way I get that number is that is a common volume that mixers and producers use when they're actually producing and mixing tracks. So it's not too loud and it's not too soft. So you want to hear all the details, but you don't want it to be so loud that you get fatigued listening. So 85 dB, going back and forth, same track, and let's hear if we can hear some difference. Again, you have to take these YouTube sound videos with a grain of salt because I am using an iPhone 13 microphone. So right there alone, this is not a true sound demo. If you would have to do this in your own space or at the store. I guess at the store would be second best. In your own home, buying them and returning one is the way I recommend it. Of course, the manufacturers don't like that advice. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes or so leveling the sound. If you hear one speaker that's louder, then your brain will automatically go, oh yeah, that's the better one, just because it's louder. So when people do sound demos on YouTube, I don't know if they spend the time, but it takes a little while. I'm going to use a dB meter, and I'm going to level them both at 85 dB. I'll be back in a little while. Okay, I'm back. We're about to do the sound demo. Let me just talk about a couple of more things before we play the track. You're going to see a bunch of speakers in the background. None of them are on. Those are just other speakers I use for different purposes, but they're not going to be part of this sound test. Also, what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be playing the track. For example, I'll be playing the Alto, and then I'll bring in the Bose with a mixer. I'm using a mixer, and then I will shine a flashlight, like so, on the speaker that's being brought up or brought into the mix. Okay, so let's say the Bose is playing, and then all of a sudden I use my gain control and I bring up the Alto. The Bose will still be playing, but the reason I'm doing this, I want to see if the Alto brings up any frequencies, either high end or mids or lows, that the Bose is missing. So when I bring up the other speaker, in this case, let's say the Bose is on, I bring up the Alto, I'll shine the flashlight toward it, and hopefully you can see that. There we go. Flashlight is on the Alto, and that's the speaker that I'm blending in, and to see if it adds anything. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay, let's see how this works out. It's gonna be a little tricky with the flashlight. Anyway, we're starting with the Bose S1Pro, and then I'm going to keep the Bose S1Pro on, and I'm gonna blend in the Alto, and we'll see how that makes a difference. Here we go.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden road, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
Okay, hope you heard the difference. It was a little tricky switching back and forth with the flashlight in one hand, camera in the other hand. So we're going to try that same track. Everything, like I said, level matched at 85 dB. And now I'm going to start with the Alto and bring in the Bose. And we'll see if we hear that difference. Here we go. Starting, Alto will be the main speaker on, and then I'm going to be bringing in and off the Bose S1Pro.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden road, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
Okay, that's the end of our sound demo. Hope you enjoyed it. I heard a huge difference with my drummer's ears, but everybody has their own opinion when it comes to food, tasting different foods, or music. So, you can't argue with people about this. I know I will never argue with someone. I call it sound signature. So there's a certain Bose house sound that you hear. It has those mids that come up, but the highs are a little rolled off. The Alto is more of your traditional PA speaker. It has very clean high end. I was actually surprised. I played the Alto with the big boy, the Bose Pro 32 that you see in the background, and it actually added high end to a 3,000 plus speaker. It has a really nice high end. I'm shocked. So this test really comes down to what you prefer. And like I said, I'll say it again, you really should listen in person. You can't get the whole gist from a YouTube video. So that's it. What do you prefer? Do you prefer more of that mid-range? And obviously I heard a lot of nice low end when I kicked on the Bose S1Pro. Kind of sounded like a little subwoofer kicking in. And remember, they both have the same size woofer, 6.5 inch woofer. So it's interesting. But on the other hand, the Alto has that cleaner high end, in my opinion, noticeably cleaner. So maybe for vocals, it might be cleaner. I'm not sure. I'm not going to be testing microphones or guitars. That's not my application. I'm just mainly using these type of speakers for playing tracks, Bluetooth tracks. And both these speakers today will run through a mixer, not Bluetooth. But just to go back from my Mac sound demo, it was Bluetooth. So there you go. Put your comments down below. Which sound signature you like better? Is the Bose nice fuller sound with that nice bottom basement bass, worth the $150. But remember to look back at the other videos about the features. That you have to take that into consideration. Or do you like that super clean end of the Alto and save yourself some money and lighter to boot with more features? Personally, if I was going to use a subwoofer, I would hands down go with the Alto. There I would have that cleaner high end, and then the subwoofer would handle all those mids and low mids and bass. But people will say, well, bringing a subwoofer completely defeats the purpose of a 18-pound or 12-pound speaker. So most people don't use subwoofers in this application. A lot of DJs are looking for this type of speaker for a ceremony speaker. So in that case, I don't see the advantage of the low end from the Bose. I would go with the Alto, cleaner high end and a little more output. But I would love to hear your opinions, and just don't put other people down. I've gotten some comments saying, "Oh, you need a hearing aid and everything else. Can't you hear that?" Everybody's ears are different, and everybody's taste in music is different. Some people love a heavy bass. Some people like a super clean end. So it's really your opinion. Okay, hope you enjoyed. This is Bill. Later.